Alright, we're recording.
This is a fully stock Duratrax Evader, and we're going to do a test run on this with a GPS to check and see what the top speed is recording for the GPS. It does add a little bit of weight to the car, so we expect it to slow it down a little bit, but it should be a relatively good test bench after putting a brushless system in it. So right now it's got a max speed showing right about 3.8 miles per hour, and we're going to go ahead and do a test run here and see what the max speed is in just a second.
See, I'm going to guess it may not even be 20.
And it's showing at about 18.4 miles per hour. Now I would expect this to slow it down a little bit because of the weight of the GPS, but that's going to be our first test bench on the speed for this. Okay, here we are getting ready to install a Tacon 3650 3200 kilovolt motor into a Duratrax Evader. This is the Tacon motors, and just pulled it out of the package, and I'm going to go ahead and show the lettering on it. It has three banana connectors, negative, positive, and I believe this is the pulse in the middle. And it also comes with three bullet connectors that will need to be installed on the speed control. To match this, I purchased a Hobby Wing Easy Run brushless speed controller, 60 amps. And pulling this out of the box, you can see that the three leads will need to be soldered on for the banana connectors. It's a very small speed control, has a nice fan on it, and then also the other ends will need to be soldered for the battery terminal. On-off switch, and it looks like the capacitors for Okay, after further inspection, I did notice that the warranty card that comes with the speed control seems to come with, I don't know if it can show up here, but it shows a 240-day warranty. And it looks like it's got a fairly easy instructions to follow. I'm going to go ahead and get started with soldering the connectors on the speed control, so that way we can go ahead and install the motor, and we'll go from there. Okay, I had absolutely no problems installing the motor into the Duratrax Evader. Went in rather smooth and easy. Had no modifications to the existing metal plate, and everything fits almost identical to just a regular brush motor that came stock with it. One thing that I decided to do a little differently, just because I know this motor is supposed to have a little bit more torque than the stock motor, is I went ahead and I installed an 86 tooth spur gear, and then I went with a 24 tooth pinon, and that's what it looks like right here. And next step now is for me to go ahead and finish soldering up the electronic speed control, and we'll get that installed next. Okay, I'm in the middle of soldering the connectors right now, and one thing that I was really happy with the speed control was that it comes with the shrink tubing for each of the connectors already pre-color coded, and I do really like that. The speed control also comes with these bullet connectors to solder on for your motor. The only problem is that you don't want to use these smaller connectors for the motor, the Tacon motor, which comes with its own connectors which are longer. so you'll want to use those when you solder it onto the speed control. The only problem is these connectors are longer than the shrink tubing that they provide, so you probably will need to custom size the shrink tubing to fit. Okay, this is the part that I was referring to earlier where the metal bullet connector is a little too long for the shrink tubing that was included with the speed control. So this is where you'll probably want to go ahead and install some additional shrink tubing to cover up the exposed metal connectors before installing the speed control to the system. Okay, I just finished soldering the speed control and everything is ready to be hooked up. As you can see, the wires are not hooked up to the motor yet. I do have it installed in my Evader. It fits very nicely in the old spot for where the old speed control went. The only thing that's different is I could not use the old mounting bracket from the old speed control mount. One thing that you do want to consider building is creating a wire that powers from a servo connector to your battery. You will need to connect this into the program card reader, and then that will be powered by your battery. One other note that I just noticed is that I'm really happy with the length of the wire from the speed control. It literally makes it all the way to the full length of my battery pack in my tray here. Also, side note, I have no problem fitting the blue LiPo 20C battery pack into the Duratrax Evader without any issue. It's more than enough room. This is the Duratrax Evader, and we've strapped on a GPS to track the speed on it. We're running a 3200 kilovolt motor from Tacon, 60 amp speed control from Hobbywing, and we're going to test to see how fast this thing goes. First test we're going to show is the wheel spin, and we'll go ahead and show that it's zeroed out on the speedometer there, or the max speed is right around 1 mile an hour, and we're going to go ahead and go for it. And the final results show max speed of 32.3 miles per hour. Keep going, keep going. Now that is a Duratrax Evader right there. Running a Tacon.
Probably better to do is
Tacon 3650.
Probably better to set that up someplace else, just like off to the side, and then you can, not make it so steep.
Good job, Rob. Getting the skills.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't even need that bottom ramp. He cleared it completely. You're good.
You're good. Did a couple pirouettes, but
Yep. All right. Nothing like a good brushless system.
yeah, you did it. Dude, you almost cleared it.
Okay, recording. Whoa. the hell? That thing's still alive.
Okay, I've been running the car for about 15 minutes now, and we're going to check the temperature on the motor, and it's running at about 115 degrees. So it's staying pretty nice and cool, definitely well within range. The temperature for the speed control is extremely cool, maybe 85 degrees. And the battery pack is 90 degrees. So all the temperatures are staying well within range after about 15 minutes of runtime.